old.
Wow. He has some sort of righteousness in his heart.
He told Michaela that he hated everything that I went through, how I knew I was really passionate about everything, and he hated that I had to go through that. And it's so crazy that, like, and this is what I was talking about earlier, as long as you change one person's life, that's all that matters. And I did something. I sparked something in him. And he was like, man, I will never forget that night. And you changed something in me. And how I view the people that I work with now. And how evil these casinos and their companies are.
Right.
I found out, too, from a lot of people that they're not, as much as you think they're supposed to say something about trafficking, they're not. Right. They are trained to not say something. They are trained to not tell someone they have a gambling addiction. And all these things, it's just, it's so shocking to me that from the outside looking in, you think there are people in position who are going to protect you, and they're not.
And we can't count on them.
No, you can't.
Can't count on them.
You can't. And
so it's better to just stay out of these situations, young ladies.
Yeah.
Young people. Like I used to tell my daughters, nothing good happens out in the world after midnight. Nothing. Nothing good, generally. So let's figure out how to take this into a positive, a horrible situation. It's nothing positive about it. But let's kind of try to what do you think positive is going to come from it or out of it? How can you turn it around for yourself and others?
I knew the moment that I was walking home, the whole time I was walking home, I was just having conversations with God. And I was like, you know what? Use me. Use me as much as you want, because I can handle it. I can handle the abuse. I can handle the situations that I'm put in, because if God puts me in situations that are quite scary, I'm the man that's going to handle it. I'm the protector. I'm going to step up for my family. I'm going to step up for anyone in the community that needs help. And that's just who I am. And the good that's coming from it is that I fully accepted that my company needs to be fully God-driven. I'm going to do more marches. I'm going to put together a lot of things that we can do in the community when it comes to human trafficking.
Yes, wonderful.
I'm going to bring back my heroes and go see sick kids and do a lot more stuff with Make-A-Wish Foundation that I used to do. And I'm going to just use this to amplify everything that I already had inside, but now I know that my voice cannot be quiet, and I have to fully put God in front of everything and go down this path and hopefully inspire, hopefully help women who are stuck in this really, really dark place, help people come to the light, no matter how tough and no matter how bad it can get for me.
Right. I have a goddaughter I've known since she was about 9 years old who was kidnapped at 11 years old, and
That's terrible.
She was turned into a criminal. They taught her how to do crime as a teenager because that was her way of getting out of doing sexual things. And then as an adult, she just thought she was a criminal. She knew nothing else. She didn't know anything else. And here she's 36, has a 14-year-old daughter who's going the same route. And they're being reunited as we speak. And they are getting back together. She's getting her life back on track. We're helping her. She's got a home here now. We just got her back from Virginia about 6 weeks ago. And I've seen how devastating it is to go the world's way and to think that that's normal. If you were to do things differently that morning, what would you have done differently for that girl? Was there any way that maybe...
I thought about this a lot.
Like a way to get the license plate? I don't know.
Well, see, it happened in the middle of the casino.
Right.
It was in front of everyone. And it wasn't in the parking garage. A lot of people, when I tell the story, which I don't, I need to start doing, that happened right in the middle of the
okay,
casino.
that's a good...
in front of hundreds of people.
Oh, wow, because I pictured you leaving out, like tracing her out the door, and then they
I was
pummeled you out
walking
front
towards
or
the
outside.
elevators to go to the parking garage. Oh. And in the casino, it's that wrap, and then the whole casino floor. For, I would say, about 5 to 10 minutes, the casino went quiet.
Wow.
Everyone had phones out. I was yelling at the people, because if I'm being brought down to my, they literally brought me down to my stomach and were on top of my back, pressing down my neck, bruising on my jaw, on the back of my skull, and they just kept me down, and they were trying to like hold my neck down like this so I couldn't talk. They were trying to like keep me from screaming.
Right.
So
That's all they care about is whether or not you're making a scene.
yeah, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
don't make a scene. Don't make a
she's
scene.
getting
We don't want none of that
kidnapped.
here.
Yeah, so I was hoping that someone would like help her, you know,
Right.
because I'm trying to get
Somebody
everyone's
else,
attention.
yeah.
Like, hey, she's being kidnapped. Like, let's do something. And
Nobody did anything?
No. So, and I've been really going back to that question you asked me, like, what would I have done differently? And I've been thinking about this every day. Because if I would just went and confronted those guys, I probably would have been killed, or something bad would have happened to me. They would have waited for me or something. If I confronted security, we saw what just happened. Now thinking about it, I probably should have just called the police and grabbed the girl and took her away, and then gave her to the police. I think that might have been the best thing. But in the moment, you don't think about that.
Yeah, who
you
knows
really
what
don't.
you do.
You have seconds to respond.
Right.
And I thought responding with security was the best thing to do.
Right.
But here we are.
So, kind of pivoting back to, your JC Dreams ministry, you're going to be doing some anti-trafficking projects now going forward?
Big, yeah.
Do you have ideas
big,
what
big
those
time.
any of those will look like?
I, at the moment, do not. I have in the back of my mind how I would like for them to go and how I want to do certain things and talk about certain things that are very soft topics. And, I would say very hard topics for a lot of people. And for me, it's very hard navigating exactly how I'm going to do something because I do need a community. I can't just be me.
No one was born to be an island. No
exactly. So I do need help. And if you're watching and you're listening and you want to make a difference and you have friends or families or people that you know that do go out here and promote the end of trafficking and being a voice in the community, I would love to be connected with as many people so I can gear up, get ready, have an amazing circle around
I do
me.
have several people I can introduce you to that can help with these projects. And
please.
I'm glad I asked now that I thought of it because I'm, Michael Bertel with Free International. There's
Amazing.
Stacy Mayone with Agape Saves Children. There's Lena Walther that has Awareness is Key or something like that. Awareness is Prevention, I believe. So several organizations that I personally am in contact with that I am at today. When I leave, I'm going to make sure you have their numbers.
Please.
We
Thank you.
need to make sure that we get you guys all together very soon.
I would love that. I
Yeah,
would really love that.
yeah. So maybe do a brainstorm session.
Yeah.
And then figure out what kind of documentary or what kind of reenactment of even the scene that you went through, perhaps. Not with you getting hurt, of course. We don't want you getting hurt anymore.
It's terrible.
But I do know that these situations. I'm shocked that I didn't end up in these situations. I was on my own at 15 in L.A.
Oh,
going
wow.
to parties in Hollywood and Beverly Hills.
Hollywood, yep.
and yes, and one scene I'll never forget. It just plagues my mind is hiding in a corner with my knees up to my, begging God, please don't let anybody touch me. Please don't let anybody touch me. Please don't let anybody touch me at an orgy, and so, like
wow.
17 years old, I think I was, and. So I know that these situations are like God has spared me, but there's so many that have not been able to escape. And so the more that we do awareness projects or even proactive call to actions.
Yes.
Like how if security's not going to help, how do we help? And let's maybe even pull in your one security friend and ask him what does he think could have gone differently?
Yeah.
Or I don't know how or what it's going to look like, but we definitely need the word out there more, that more people need to be aware, more people need to figure out how to help, or even better, how do we keep young people from getting themselves into those situations?
1,000%.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's something I've been asking myself too, is like, are they like, how do they end up here? Like what happened? How, and to be honest, there's probably so many answers to that question.
Yeah, childhood trauma, identity crisis. I can only speak for myself.
Some kidnapped and forced into it, or they're gonna die, and I'm just like, I can't imagine what that feels like.
My one goddaughter, they would threaten her family. They would threaten to kill her family.
Oh,
if she didn't do this, if she didn't do that.
That is insane.
They would threaten to kill her family. They would drive up and down her street.
That's
just to
so
live.
scary.
Yeah. Yeah. And so here she is, 36 years old, nearly 2.5 decades of being trafficked. And she,
That's not okay.
it's crazy, absolutely crazy. So to kind of bring this to a full stop and get back to you and who you are today.
Yes.
What would you want the world to know about JC Dreams that you haven't shared with us yet today?
That I haven't shared? I
Yes.
don't know if
Yes.
I've said a few things about it that's kind of just at the core thing of it all. But if there is one thing that I could say that JC Dreams is going to do, it is I'm going to change the world. I will make it a better place for children. I will make it a better place for women. I will do everything I can to make and inspire and make the world a better place for men. Because I've noticed too, since this incident, and me fully stepping in to my God-driven purposes and noticing how hurt the community is and noticing that a lot of people are not okay. And to ask more questions to your friends and family. Don't wait until they're not here.
Yeah.
We have one of the highest suicide rates in the country of all time now, and depression's at large. There are a lot of people in your friend groups that may be suffering that don't know how to vocalize it. Ask questions. Ask the tough questions. Be the friend who is there. Don't just be someone that vents and adds. Be a true friend, and that's asking the tough questions, giving tough love. Don't agree to everything your friends say. Tell them right or wrong when it's right or wrong. And be there to love them and give them respect. But as far as my company and the ministry that we're going to be, the things that we're going to be doing is making the world a better place.
Making the world a better place. And that does start at home. I mean, I raised 2 daughters and they gave me, oh my gosh, a run for my money. I tell people we're all 3 very, very happy to be alive. We didn't kill each other. But, I raised them practically by myself, and it was extremely difficult. And my childhood was horrific. And then my divorce was not so fun. And then the challenge and the stress of raising these 2 girls practically by myself has really cost me a lot in my immune system. And so my biggest call to action to families is figure out how to parent in a way that's going to protect the relationship first and foremost, guard their hearts, guard their minds, and no matter how much of a hard time they give you, figure out how to guard them as upcoming adults.
Yeah.
That's our job. And so
Yeah.
I think that, obviously my girls have done things that I wish they hadn't done, and we all have done things that we wish we hadn't done. But I'm very, very glad that we've come through and have the relationships that we have now. So I think that's the key word here is relationships. What are you doing in your home and in your relationships with your children to protect their futures?
Amen.
Not just get what you want them to do now.
Amen.
I grew up in foster care myself, and then just seeing parenting around me, I just thought it was our job to make them do what we thought they should do.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work.
No.
Expectations and then retaliation.
Yes.
That's not parenting.
Yeah.
That is not parenting.
And you can't cage them up.
And you
'cause
can't
they'll
cage them up. You
break
can't
out
make
of
the
it.
decisions for them as they get older. You have to be able to just be there for them, even in their mistakes.
Yes.
Even, especially in their mistakes, be their ally. I remember my oldest daughter, when she was about 16, I heard the voice of the Lord tell me, "It's you. It's you.
Oh, wow.
It's you." And I finally had to stop being so authoritarian and raging about everything, stupid,
Yeah, you had to let it fly.
reacting to everything. And so my relationship with my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, they're 4 years apart, have been very different. But God has healed us, and God is continuing to heal us and our relationships. And I think it's vitally important that parents know that your job is to only direct, correct, and redirect. Correct, direct, and redirect. So, being a dad, let's go back to your 3 children. What have you seen as a father? You've been a single father up until a couple years ago, right? When you and Michaela got together, and she's been helping you.
So actually, I was engaged to Luna's mother, and we've been separated now for about 2.5 years. And me and Michaela recently just made it an official thing. We've been friends for. I was actually introduced to Michaela by my ex-fiance because they were friends, and Michaela was in another relationship, and we met because we're in the same company. So it was like, hey, how you doing type of thing. I'm Jordan.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys had worked together first.
Oh, yes.
Oh, interesting.
And we've been friends for about 2.5 years, best friends. And she's known the kids for 2.5 years. And she's went through a lot of traumatic experiences with her past relationships. And then I was going through mine, and she was a friend. That's all I needed. And the reason I'm so in love with her is because she was so patient, and she let me heal. And she saw me go through some of the most traumatizing things, you know, dealing with here you are thinking you're going to marry the love of your life, and then now your family is broken apart, and that sucks. Being a single dad, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Right. I don't wish being a single mom on
single
my worst.
Parenting is not easy.
And it takes a village to raise children. It takes a community, and that's why your community is so important. That's why your relationships that you have in your life are so important, because if you don't have a sitter, who's going to...
I had very little help. I had little to no help.
It
was extremely
and I've been there.
hard, so stressful.
It's sometimes
so
you're just
stressful.
like, God, what do I do? How? And then you go and try to get help, government help, and then you get denied, and...
Or they make you run through jupes.
Yeah, no.
Leap through hoops and bounds.
Yes.
It's just crazy. The things I remember trying to get help with babysitting, and the state had a program where you could, help, but it had to be each day had to be initialed what hours, but then at the end of the week it had to be signed off. I think one of the days didn't have an initial, and it was signed off on everywhere else, and they kicked me out of the program.
Yeah.
I've lost it. I absolutely lost it.
That's terrible, too.
They cause more stress than sometimes they're worth, some of these programs.
100%.
Yeah.
And
so what's your advice to single parents?
Know that your children are your why. Yeah. And every single day you wake up, and every single day they're healthy and breathing, is a reason that you should keep fighting. And fight for the good things. Don't go out, don't turn to crime. I've done that too. It's quick money. It's quick money, and I knew what I could do. I knew how to do it, and I'm not proud of some of the things that I've done in my past. But don't do that. Turn to God. Give it all to God. And look at your relationships with the people in your life. Can you count on them if the storm's coming? Because life's not about who dances with you in the sunshine. Life's about who dances with you in the rain. And for single parents out there, it is very, very important that you get with a good community, because it does take a village to raise children.
Back to that word, relationships.
Relationships.
The relationships that either augment your life and help your life, or the relationships that will actually drag you down.
It's all about who you know.
Yeah, it really is. We're a product of the 6 people we hang out with. Absolutely.
1,000%.
Yes. So what do you think you're doing that's going to protect your children's future?
Giving everything to God. I think that's the biggest thing.
Because they really are His, right?
I'm sober. That's the first thing that I know. I can't be.
Definitely give you
I can't have a foggy mind. I have to follow Christ every single day. Ask myself every single day, what can I do to be better than I was yesterday, and show my children that no dream is big or small that can't be achieved, and not to give up. Because here's the thing. If you've given up your dreams because you had children, now you're raising children to believe that they can do anything in life they want to, but you yourself are not.
Right.
You gave up your dream because of your child. No. Now your child's going to feel some type of way. Stop that. Your child is your why. Use that to make your dreams reality, because I am proof that you can do it. If you put the work in. You cannot just pray to God and wake up tomorrow and you have everything you want. But what you can do is pray to God, and He will give you all the tools necessary to build the life that you want, to lead your children in the right path. And having my children, they're older now, So they see dad working. They
Yes.
see dad how much. Sometimes he doesn't sleep. He's working all night. Sometimes he's, and I'm an entrepreneur, so there's no clocking in. If I don't get up and work today, I don't have money tomorrow. So it's an everyday battle. And now they've gotten to a place where they can verbally tell me, "Hey, Dad, we see you, and you're so cool. Like,
Yeah.
you're a kick-ass dad." Like hearing, because I do Spider-Man, I do Deadpool, and I've been heroes their whole life. I embody that. They literally tell their friends at school, "My dad's Spider-Man,"
That's
and I'm
awesome.
just like, "No, I'm not." I play the character here and there, but the heroes that I play and when I'm acting, embody who I am as a person and as a father, and I want to inspire them, and I hope that you can inspire your children to live and do everything they want to and their heart desires.
Well, the key word for me is intended.
Yeah.
Like if I really want to, not I should say when I make my life into a 3-part miniseries, that's what I envision. It would be called Intended.
Oh, wow.
And I think that a lot of our children don't realize how intended their lives are.
Yeah.
So by the time they become 18, 21, they don't know what they're intended for.
Yeah.
So I believe that finding out what you're intended for, living for what you're intended for is vitally important, but it also gives you your sense of identity of what you were intended for.
Yes.
So intended is a good word that I've really been pondering and sharing a lot this last year as I, have the vision to share my
love
own life.
that.
I'm as someone who, not only did I grow up in foster care, but the reason I grew up in foster care is because I was born to a woman who didn't want me, who tried to abort me.
That's so
I
sad.
survived an abortion attempt.
Ah,
So how
Miracle.
much more intended can that be, right? My oldest daughter's having a baby. Her man was good. They're older. They already have they have children. They each have 2 children,
Yeah.
And he was actually going to doctors, getting ready to have a vasectomy.
Oh, wow.
And they got
Christ
pregnant.
is good, isn't
So
he?
guess what? That child is intended.
Yes.
Jonah, JJ.
Oh,
That's my
that's
new
beautiful.
grandson coming in December, yes.
Oh, in December?
In December,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
My birthday's the 15th,
Congratulate-
and he's due the 22nd, so I'm praying everybody pray with me that he's born on my birthday. I want
That would be
this
great.
grandbaby born on Nana's birthday.
And they
the
can.
15th,
Hey, my
December
kids were 3
15th.
weeks early.
Yeah. So she'll try to do everything in her power to make it not happen. But God, if you could please let this baby be born on my birthday.
That would
So
be so
again,
beautiful.
back to that word intended.
Yes.
He is intended. My life was intended. Your life was intended. Your life is intended.
Mm-hmm.
What are you intended to do with it? And I have seen, and I've shared this with my grandkids. I have a 17-year-old grandson. She's going to be starting all over again. She's graduating one grandson. She's got an 8-year-old daughter, and then now she's going to be starting all over with a new baby boy.
That's crazy. But life is amazing.
Yes,
Kids are
it
precious.
is. And then my youngest daughter has 2, and then of course my adopted daughters have all those babies. And between my adopted daughters and my 2 daughters, this will be my 12th grandbaby. And here's what I say: is whatever you will read about and go to a library and pick out books, or you go and look at magazines about, not the nasty ones, but the things that you learn from, the things that you craved learning about when you're about 15, 16. 17 is what you're intended for generally.
Oh,
I remember
1,000.
picking up at 16 years old the Dr. Earl Mindell's Vitamin Bible. By the time I was 20, I was reading Back to Eden, all about herbs. And by the time I was 25 and having babies, I was into the nutritional healing. The book of
I have not.
nutritional healing. And so I became a nutritionist.
Oh, wow.
And battling autoimmune diseases myself, thank God. I've been able to keep myself healthy, battling the things that I myself have been going
Well, clearly it's working. You look
through.
great.
63 in December.
That's
Woohoo.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so blessed to be alive, but alive and fighting for my health and being able to still be functioning. A lot of people at 63 battling autoimmune diseases, Graves' disease, goiters, heart attacks, sinus issue, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll figure out a way to just stay in the bed,
Yeah,
watch the
absolutely.
TV,
No, that's how you die quicker.
and then die.
Yeah.
And die early. So I've lost several friends in the last couple of years that are not far away from my own age. It's like,
Ooh.
oh my gosh, 59 years old, 62 years old.
That's scary.
I mean, whoa, that's way too young to be dying. 70 is way too young to be dying.
I think so,
We
yeah.
should be living into our 80s, 90s for sure.
Hundreds even,
Yes,
especially
hundreds.
with today's medicine.
It's available.
It
It is
is
available. So what are you intended for? And so share with me, if you were to, think about that word intended for a second, do you feel you're living what you're intended for?
1,000%.
1,000%.
1,000%.
Yes.
And I think this incident that happened to me and the way the world is right now, what a better time. There's no better time. God's timing is so divine. And when you get called into it and you're like, holy, like, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
and I get
No
goosebumps
such thing as
every.
coincidences.
No, there's not. And there's so many signs. And like, I'm the type of, like, I question things, and when I have communications with God, I talk to God just like I talk to you.
Yep.
And I'm as real as possible. Ask for forgiveness when I need forgiveness, but then I ask Him a lot of the times to show me signs.
There's so many gods in this world, right? Lowercase g's, all kinds of different Greek gods and mythical gods and gods of this. And people worship things like their God. I mean, tons of it. The God with a capital G, the creator of the heavens and the earth, I like to call him Abba.
Oh, nice.
Abba. Because then it really penetrates my heart,
Yes.
especially being fatherless myself. I've never even met my father.
Oh, wow.
I don't even have a picture of him, so I challenge everyone to really get to know Heavenly Father as Abba. Then
I
you
like
can really
that.
develop that relationship to where it's not religion. You're not just trying to go to church just to have an aid to devotion.
Right.
But you're developing a powerful
Yes.
relationship that actually changes your life and helps you be who you were intended to be.
1,000%. Yeah.
And so how long ago did you say that you really feel you surrendered your life to
Oh,
your
wow.
divine purpose?
Fully surrendered?
Yes.
Literally, the incident. The incident
This
happened
incident.
September 20th.
Wow.
And it's what's today's date?
What is today's date?
Yeah, it's been
21st.
Yeah, it's been over a month now since this all happened to me, and I was already walking with Christ. It wasn't just like I just still struggled. I still struggled with addiction, and then I was like, you know what? No,
You're done.
I am done being this
That's amazing.
old person,
Good for
and
you.
I want to step into a new, brand new me. I've gained weight from the drinking, and I want to get back my washboard abs. I want to, if I'm going to be a movie star, I got to look the part,
Right.
and I need to walk with God more and more than I'm already doing. So I was like, I looked at everything. I looked at the relationships that I were having. Back to the word, relationships. I looked at the people that I was surrounding myself with. I looked at everything that I was doing, and I go, nope, that's not good. Cut it out. I started cutting everything to the point where I'm going through all this physical pain. Here I am quitting drinking. Next thing you know, I'm probably going through a little bit of withdrawal symptoms. And now I'm adding more pain to my body. And God's just telling me every single day, it will get better. And then there will be a moment where you don't think about it. And I tell you right now, I'm in that moment. As much pain as I feel, could I easily drink a bottle and numb my entire body? Yes, I could. But I'm not.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not
That's
going to
great.
turn to... That's one thing we got to stop doing as a human race, is turn to the negative things to make an impact on our life. When we are depressed, don't turn to drugs.
Right.
Don't turn to alcohol. Turn to God. And or therapists. Like, I'm not trying to shove it in your face or do anything like that, but get professional or spiritual help.
Right.
That's the only thing that's going to change.
Choose wisely.
1,000%.
Choose wisely.
And you
no
have
matter
to
how
want it.
hard things are,
Yes.
you have a choice, and you get
Yes.
to choose wisdom or the way of the world.
1,000%. And it's not going to be you or me that changes you. It is going to be you that changes you.
Right.
Your relationship with God, with yourself, whatever it may be, it's all in your hands. You have the choice to make a difference and change your life.
That's wonderful. So if you live as you're intended, seek wisdom, make wise choices, then you will change your life.
1,000%.
That's a great line right there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
So
thing.
do you have a call to action to people? Do you have something that you would love to challenge all of our viewers to?
Just be better than you were yesterday.
Be better than you were
That's
yesterday.
all you can do. And if life is hard right now, it will get better. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You have to keep that in your mind. You have to know that it does get better. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. But as long as you move with grace, as long as you do good to others, as long as you continue to believe, it will happen and it will come to you. The call to action is to just be better than you were yesterday.
Be better than you were yesterday. Absolutely. How can people get in touch with you, Jordan?
So you can follow me on my Instagram account. That's where the JC Dreams Ministry. You can look at JC Dreams Ministry. It's ministries, so that's on Instagram. And then you can find me on Facebook, Jordan Cooley. That's where the 200,000+ followers are. And that's pretty much it for now. Those are my two biggest social media spots.
What's the most positive thing going on in your life today?
Today, stepping more and more with God and the love of my life. She is amazing. My kids love her. Michaela.
So we have a wedding coming soon?
Oh, she doesn't know it. Well, she does know I'm going to propose. She doesn't know when.
Ew.
And it is coming soon.
It's
I can't wait.
yeah.
Oh, man. I would have
sweet.
proposed to her 3 times over our vacation we just had. I was like, dang it, I don't have a ring. And I
So
didn't.
tell us about that, though.
Yeah.
You did a film in California recently, right?
Yeah, a music video. I just got back.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us about the music video.
Oh, it was great. I was hanging out with the band. They're up on the rise. No need to even name drop them. Nothing's out yet. They're getting ready. They got huge backing behind them. Went out there, shot their single that's about to come out, and it's really amazing. And it's about they're a Christ-based band. They're not publicly a Christian band, but behind all their songs,
Their hearts are.
yes. And they told me personally, hey, we're writing this music. We're not shoving it down people's throats, but we are letting them know that, hey, this is God-driven. And with their music, you can tell. But it's all about the new world order in a positive sense about, standing up for what's right and not and following what the government's shoving down our throats. So had an amazing time with them.
Living free.
Yes, and not the way that they want us to.
Right.
So
Wow. What city did you film that in?
that was we were all over LA, Santa Monica.
Oh, I
we went
love
out to
Santa Monica.
Salton City, which is
Solvang?
Salton. It was
Salton?
Salton Sea. Turns out this whole sea is deserted. It's so poisonous and toxic.
Wow.
There's no life in it.
Where's
And
that?
It's a little. It's about a 5-hour drive from Vegas, but it's right outside of San Diego, and it's a ghost town. I think the population there is 200. It's more
Wow.
like a. Have you heard of Slab City?
I have
So
not.
it's like a very off-grid, artsy town, and the people there are very. I would say a little bit of a strange community for sure, and it was great for the apocalyptic vibes that we're
Oh,
going
I
for.
see.
So we went there, filmed some amazing things, and I can't wait to share with everyone the video.
When will that video be
That
released?
really just depends on the band because we still have a day 3 here in Vegas that we haven't scheduled yet. So
Oh, you have more filming to do?
Yeah, we have a day 3, and they are looking to release the song and the music video within the middle of November. So we're gearing up for day 3 any day now.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the valley will you be filming?
Oh, my film studio. I have a studio out here with my film crew.
Oh.
I have many locations and venues out here. So a little bit of the studio work and then hanging out with my community and relationships. And
So tell me, what do you think about Hollywood moving here and they're opening studios here?
I hope it happens. I know they've been rejected a few times. I think here's the part, is so much money goes into these casinos, and my generation, millennials, Gen Z, gambling is not something that we like to do. There's quite a few of us that get caught up in it, but this city's dying. And if you go to the Strip, you'll see it. They talk about it every day in
Yeah.
the news. Mom and pop stores are unfortunately closing down. There's no money. The tourism is dying, and it's just. I'm hoping Hollywood can come in because it will bring a lot of jobs. The funding's just not there.
Do you believe they deserve the $120,000 or 120 whatever?
It was 120 million.
120
They're-
million tax credit.
1,000%.
Do you think that would we be the taxpayers be on the hook for that though? Those taxes?
See now. I don't know too much about it when it comes to that. I know in every other state that has funding for films, the film industry brings millions of dollars to their state and
More than
employs.
more than the A's will.
Oh,
more than
100%.
Allegiant Stadium.
Yes, and that's the problem.
Those haven't really paid off that well
No.
for us.
They said though too that recently because they just tried passing it again, and Nevada said you can only get 10 million, That's literally.
Well, they're bringing a special session as we speak. Lombardo is trying to pull a special session just to grant them this tax credit.
I hope it happens
Yeah.
because
Interesting.
then instead of being in California.
I just don't want all the weird Holly weird stuff
Well,
coming with
see,
them.
that's the thing, and I know Mark Wahlberg is out here, and I'm about to start working with Angel Studios.
Angel
And
Studios, yes.
represent.
Yeah, bring them, Angel Studios. We
That's
want
what
them
I'm saying.
in Vegas
So
for
I
sure.
think Holly Weird will die in California.
Okay.
And then if
Okay,
it
that was
does
my
come,
biggest concern.
yes, I do think that if it does happen here, which Mark Wahlberg is already building a studio, so that's already happening.
Does he speak out against the?
Oh, 1,000%. That's
pedophilia,
why
the-
100%, 1,000. He is a man of faith, and he
Good to know.
has detached himself from all that.
Oh, good to know. That's why he
And-
came here. You
Oh,
think?
of course, he got away from and tax purposes. I mean, come on, California will rip you alive. But also the negativity. He's come out here. He gets involved in the communities. He speaks up strongly about faith, which is amazing. Always stay prayed up, and I believe God. If God wants it to happen in this city and this state, God is going to make it happen.
Yes, wonderful. It could be some great opportunities for a lot of people.
1,000%.
So I want to wrap this up with you, Jordan Cooley, James. I don't know who's James.
It's the Jays.
Jordan. I like the name Jordan.
Thank
I
you.
have friends that are in the country
Oh wow!
right now as missionaries.
Oh, that is amazing.
In the
I would
country
love to
of.
go.
Yes.
I would love to go.
Yes, so we'll keep them in prayers. But at any rate, we are free here still in America. We get to worship God in spirit and in truth, and we highly recommend that you all do that for yourselves and for your families to avoid the risks of the darkness seeping into your family. And I highly recommend that you take a look at JC Dreams on Instagram and see how you're meant to collaborate. I mean, we're all about collaboration, right?
Yes. 1,000%.
Collaboration is where relationships are built and how relationships are strengthened because we're all meant to help one another, uplift one another, and that's how we can make things happen,
1,000%.
right? So let's wrap this up and say thank you, Jordan, for coming on, and thank you all for joining us here in the Joy Lounge with PJ, Pure Joy Boulanger, for the Pure Joy Podcast. Enjoy.
Thank you, guys.